So, when did this whole thing start?
Well, it started when I was in undergrad at U of M, and at the time I was really into thrillers and scary movies, horror movies, and so I decided I was going to make my own horror movie.
Okay, and how did Elijah find out about this horror film?
Well, so it was in FOSS 3, his junior year, towards the end of the year, if I remember correctly. And in class, we were talking about either our regrets or moments that were very embarrassing, like our biggest embarrassing moment. And so just spontaneously, I remembered this story about this film that I had made. And it was called Kumbaya, this horror film. And I was very proud of it. I thought it was really scary. I thought I definitely nailed it. So I gathered some friends and family. And when I debuted it to them, they had a different reaction than what I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be terrifying. I thought they were going to think it was just the most poignant film they'd never seen. I obviously had some lofty expectations, and it turns out that everyone thought it was the most hilarious thing they've ever seen. They laughed. My mom, who I made watch it, said she almost peed laughing so hard. So I was a little embarrassed by that, and I vowed to never ever show anyone this film again. And so I told this story, and then Elijah focused on the film and didn't focus on the fact that I was never going to show this film ever again, that he missed that point. And so he became obsessed with wanting to see it. And so from that day on, and for pretty much every single day of this school year, he has stopped in and said he wants to see this film. And I have to remind him that I said I would never show this film ever again to anyone.
Okay, so he's just trying to get you to show it to him ever since?
He thinks he can wear me down, yes.
Here.
Oh my god.
No, we're upside down.
Oh my god, this kid's on fire. Bam, 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 bam.
I don't know, like.
Hey Eric, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Marcy. So, about the film thing, here's the situation. I was filming Elijah wandering around earlier today, and he seemed a little suspicious of what was going on. But I think he hasn't really caught on yet, so I think we're still good.
Sounds good. Just let me know when you need to film me.
Okay, will do. Also, Matt said that he might be willing to put this into the film fest this year. And I thought it would be kind of funny if you told Elijah that you were putting in your original film into it this year.
Oh, I like that, yeah. When do you want me to tell him?
Not yet. I'm not totally sure if it's going to work out. I need to check in with Matt. So, why are you making this film?
I don't know.
Does Elijah know you're making this film?
I don't think so.
They're gonna film me doing something about it. What are we doing?
Do you ever feel like you ought to let Elijah know?
Not really. Oh, Elijah Shore? I've had him a couple times.
Have you ever heard him talking about Marcy McCormick's horror film?
Oh my god, all the time. He never stops talking about it. He's always chasing her down the hallway, talking about it. He needs to let it go.
Let's go. Go.
Hey, Matt.
Alright, Eric, how you doing?
Things are going okay.
Good.
Things are looking good. Doesn't seem like Elijah's found out yet.
Good.
But we gotta tread carefully. If he comes in here talking about Marcy's horror film, just Keep it on the down.
Okay, sacred site for me.
Okay, good. So how do you think Elijah's gonna respond?
I have no idea.
Are you worried people will get suspicious with all the filming?
A little bit.
Marcy, are you here? If you do it, Marcy. Very brief, or should I just play it? Should I just play it?
I think the movie explains it.
The movie explains itself. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go.
No! Elijah, you ready?
Yeah, my body is ready.
Oh, I knew this, Marcy. Marcy, I called this. I called this so hard.
Did you see it coming?
Yes, I saw it coming. I called it. I knew it. Okay, but I did call this, to be fair. I was like, Marcy, you're gonna get me so good. And I called this.
Oh, I saw this coming. Oh, I saw this coming, guys. He saw it coming. He saw it coming. He saw it. We're this close to perfection. That's all that I wanted. You know, if he had known the whole time and immediately figured it out, like, that would have been kind of great. Maybe if it was a whole train wreck and he immediately said, haha, got him, I knew this was happening, maybe that could have been something interesting in itself. But no, we got a reaction. It was just a trash reaction, and it was just not what I needed. It was horrible, and it's all because Marcy just destroyed and just ruined the entire thing.
I spoiled it?
Told Elijah, told him about the April Fool's prank idea thing, told him about that. Did Marcy tell you about an April Fool's joke that she wanted to prank you with?
Yeah, and I was like, what is it? And I was just like, I'm gonna not do it right now. I'll do it some other time. So
was that a major giveaway?
it was a giveaway. Marcy should not have told me about that.
You know what? It was just in the moment on April Fool's Day. He had come in. It was one of the days that he had come in, or it was the day after. I didn't actually tell him. I just told him that I had a really good April Fool's joke that I was going to play on him. That's all I said.
That's all I want. Perfection. 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 That's all I wanted, was to just make a perfect film. Is that too much to ask for? I just wanted to make a perfect film. And I couldn't make a perfect film. The whole idea was to try to, you know, be inspired by Close Up by Abbas Kiarostami. It's this fantastic Iranian film. And it's sort of like this weird documentary, right? It's sort of a documentary, it's fiction and reality at the same time, about this guy who impersonates another Iranian film director, and the idea is there's this great climactic scene at the end where the impersonator meets the director himself, and like he's crying and stuff, and he's like, I'm sorry, I impersonated you, and it's all emotional, and it's very interesting, and it's all filmed in the moment. It's all real life, and it happened. And that was what I wanted to replicate. I wanted to have some fantastic real scene that's real and also not real at the same time. But it all got ruined. The whole thing got ruined. I couldn't do it. I couldn't film it. I couldn't film it. I couldn't do it.